Hey guys, before the video starts, I'd like to shout out the sponsor of this video, Residual Riptide. Residual Riptide is your #1 source for all the best water and fishing videos on Instagram. Be sure to follow them at Residual Riptide and be sure to comment on their latest post that Emerald Bird 33 sent you. Hey guys, I know it is a bit late and there are already games in progress, but I had to get it out, my playoff predictions for this year. So, go ahead and start in the Western Conference. Rockets, Timberwolves, I have the Rockets in 5. I think Karl Towns will just go off, or Wiggins, and the combination of them with Jimmy Butler will be able to force the Rockets down at least one game, but the shooting and overall offense of Houston is going to be way too much for Minnesota to handle, so they take care of them in 5 games. In Oklahoma City versus the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are not going to go down without a fight, but I think Russ is going to be able to turn it on and just completely smoke the Jazz in the first round. Moving on to the Portland Trail Blazers and the Pelicans, I think Anthony Davis will have a crazy series. He's already had a crazy game 1. I think this continues along with the success of Rajon Rondo and Drew Holiday, who have really stepped up. I think they'll take care of the Trail Blazers in 6 games. And then, of course, the Warriors and Spurs 4-game sweep. Now, onto the Eastern Conference, I have Toronto over Washington in 6. John Wall and Bradley Beal may prove to be too much for DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, but the overall depth and bench production of the Raptors is going to be way too much for Washington to take care of them in 6 games. This is my most intriguing series. We already saw LeBron lose game 1 by 18 points. He did not play well. But we all know that LeBron is going to turn the switch at some time. I think that the Pacers are going to push this to 7 games. They're really going to challenge the Cavs in the first round. But LeBron's going to become the LeBron we all know. And he's going to turn it on and boost them to the second round. Next, we got Philadelphia and Miami. As we saw, Dwayne Wade can come back and show flashes of his game. But Ben Simmons, and with the possibility of Embiid coming back, it's just going to be way too much for Miami. Maybe if Embiid comes back, Hassan Whiteside will get more minutes and more production. But I think Embiid's too much of a matchup problem for them, along with Ben Simmons. So I got the Sixers in 6 games. And finally, the game currently going on, Boston and Milwaukee. We already saw in game 1 that Milwaukee is definitely a threat to Boston. But I have to believe in my favorite team. I have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Terry Rozier went off game 1. I hope, really, that Boston will be able to pull it out in 6 games. Now, second round, Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder. Russ, Melo, and Paul George are going to have their time, but the shooting of the Rockets is way too much for a, let's be honest, shaky defense in Oklahoma City. Rockets escape in 6 games in a very contested series, but still in 6 games. And Pelicans, Warriors, I think the Warriors relax one of the games. Anthony Davis goes off. But the Warriors were pretty much able to take care of them extremely easily, take them in 5 games. In the Eastern Conference, Raptors, Cavs. The Cavs have already shown that they are not a good defensive team at all. And I think this is going to show. I think the Raptors are going to take it. Their bench depth, DeRozan and Lowry so far have shown no reasons that we need to doubt them in this year's playoffs. Previous years before, we all know the blunders they've had, but the way that they and the entire team has played so far in game 1 of their series with Washington, I think they'll be able to pull it out. DeRozan will have a major series, And LeBron will be out for the first time in the second round of the playoffs. Western Conference Finals, Rockets Warriors. Steph is going to come back, and he's going to come back with a vengeance. Steph's going to go off. Harden's going to be flustered with Andre Iguodala, and then Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. The defenders on the wings and guards for the Warriors will be able to somewhat slow down Harden and Chris Paul. And with the other defenders and mostly Kevin Durant, I think KD will just completely overpower the scoring of the Rockets. But the defense for the Warriors is going to win that series. I have them, I really debated, pretty much for me, that series is either in 6 or 7. There's no way it's in 4 or 5 games. It's going to be a very drawn-out series. I gave the Warriors benefit in a 6-game series. In the Eastern Conference, Raptors and 76ers. I think the Raptors continue their role, and they absolutely control their series against Philadelphia. Embiid may cause some problems if he's returned healthy. Ben Simmons will cause some problems. I also debated this in 6 games. Probably should have put 6 games, but it doesn't really matter. I'm saying either 5 or 6 games, the Raptors will be able to take care of Philadelphia. And then the NBA Finals. Warriors, Raptors. With Steph Curry probably being fully healthy even in the Western Conference Finals if they make it that far, that they will just be way too much for Toronto. Toronto, they have great depth, but the Warriors also have depth. But the Raptors don't really have the same firepower or the defense of Golden State. The Raptors will be able to pull off one game, but I got the Warriors winning the whole thing in 5 games. So guys, this is my NBA playoff bracket. I know I'm a bit late, but I'd rather get it out now than never. So be sure to roast me in the comment section below, as I know you guys like to do. But let me know who you think is going to win it all, any upsets or any major things are going to happen. Be sure to check out the sponsor of this video that I left in the link below. Residual Riptide, love their stuff. Be sure to go comment down below in their latest post saying I sent you. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.